Hello children, I am your art teacher Sangeeta Sarkar and today we'll be starting with a new topic called sketching. Now before we start with the sketching, you should know how to draw. Okay? So for that I would suggest you take a rough paper, any rough paper, and do some practice like this. A circle like this, keep on doing like this, an oval like this. You can see how many times I am doing. So you should draw ovals like this and practice some vertical lines and sleeping lines. So do this practice on a rough paper before you start with the sketching. This will help in your drawing. Now let's start with the sketching. So every sketching will start with a drawing. So now in today's class we are drawing a simple drawing, that's a pot. So we'll be drawing that first and then I'll tell you how to shade it. Okay, so let's start with the pot drawing. So first we have to draw one oval. So that's the reason I said you should practice drawing oval. So we'll be drawing a pot, a big pot here. So let's say this is the oval. Now after this we have to draw one center line. So let's say this is the center line and we can also measure whether it is center or not. We have to hold the pencil like this and this. So I can see that it is slightly shifted. So what I'll do, I'll lightly erase it and shift it slightly. Now let's check this. Yes, now it is in the center. So this way, without using a scale, you should use your pencil to measure. Now we'll draw one vertical line. So here you can see we are drawing vertical line. So that was also there in the practice. Now what you have to do, we'll draw one horizontal line like this. When you're drawing, move your hand from the shoulder. You should start moving your hand from the shoulder, not only the wrist. Now we have to mark 2 points on both sides. Again, it has to be equal on both sides. So let's measure it again. This and this. Now what we'll do? We'll join like this. This is the extreme end of the oval and this is also the extreme end of the oval, and just join it this way. Now let's draw one more horizontal line. Now what we have to do, we have to mark 2 points again on both sides. But again we'll measure whether it is correct or not. So it has gone slightly bigger. So let's say this is the actual one, the correct one. So this and this. Now this is the corrected. Now this is the next step. We have to draw a slanting line joining these two dots and another slanting line joining these two dots. Now we'll draw vertical lines on both sides. Okay. After this, we have to draw one more horizontal line. And then we'll increase this center line and we have to draw one curve like this. You can also draw it like this just to check whether the oval is correct or not. This way you can make a complete oval and we can erase it afterwards. So the drawing of the pot is done. So you can see how much we have used the vertical lines, the horizontal lines and the oval. So first do practice all these things, then start with this drawing. Now the shading will be done in the next class, and after this you can erase this. Once you are done, you can erase this. Now we can erase all the reference lines, but erase it very lightly, otherwise the paper will get spoiled. Very lightly you have to erase it. If there are few lines, it's okay. When you are shading, everything will get covered, so no need to erase completely. Now here there'll be few more lines. You have to draw one curve here. Again, this should be equal, and one more curve here. Now we can erase this line. This is the horizontal line. These are all the reference lines to draw the pot correctly. Now you can see the pot is done correctly, and we can start with the shading after this. So in the next class we'll learn how to do shading.